shared by user Anonymous1. She's experiencing a really strong haunting in her home and seeking for advice. She states, "Something spooky is going on in our basement apartment. Lots of previous activity, but only recently caught on camera. We've had the house blessed, and I want to hear your thoughts. Since moving to the house, the following has happened. My mother has been awakened by screaming. Something was screaming her name, touching her face and slapping her so hard that she almost fell out of bed. She has been having very frequent nightmares. I've had above normal episodes of sleep paralysis to the point that I've been prescribed sleep medication and referred to a sleep study. I've had nightmares and been prescribed medication for night terrors. 2 guests have seen shadow people while awake on different occasions, and then set up cameras to see what was going on. We've had the house blessed by a priest, but the activity hasn't stopped. Let's take a look." The first clips show the orb activity, which is pretty unusual. Some of the orb activity can only be described as really crazy. In the bedroom in particular, there are several of them appearing and dancing around in front of the camera lens, which often nights triggers the motion sensor and then starts spinning around in the room. Of course, we can't be certain that it isn't insects, but the viewers are pretty sure that this is indeed legit paranormal activity. Anonymous suspects that the orb could be hugging her in this recording. Could that be true? But the most terrifying event was yet to come. Anonymous could capture how something came out of the wall. What a creepy looking thing. And it feels really legit, doesn't it? People have pointed out that this beam appears to be coming out of the television. Could it be using the energy of this device to manifest, perhaps? Seeing it manifest as a black cloud, though, could mean that they are dealing with something evil. If the video wasn't tampered with digitally, what else could be the cause for the dark smoke, guys? Please let me know. There are several follow-up videos that show some really strange activity in the bedroom. The orb seemed to visit on a regular basis. If you want, check out the videos on her channel. It's really terrifying and exciting. And now we want to check out a video uploaded by Casos Paranormales to Twitter, and apparently this was captured in a cafeteria by CCTV camera. Let's take a look. Oh. A strange figure walking into the shot, huh? And now it's gone. Oh no, look, there appears to be a bright object. For a second. Yeah, I mean, we saw that clearly, right? Oh, look. Here, perhaps? Oh no, actually no, it's right here. Now this is a little bit strange. Because if that would have been a bug, that's what I thought initially. And the bug would still be walking over the lens and we would see it. But I think
in this case, there's something else going on now. The question is, what could be throwing a shadow like that? Could this be a spirit? Something paranormal? Unfortunately, it's very pixelated, so maybe there's other explanations for it. But it is quite interesting, I find. Since it just stops, you know, in front of the door. There's like a weird little bright spot and then it's gone. What do you think?
The following video was posted by a young man who states that in this recording he came across something really unsettling. Apparently, he had heard strange noises lately that, for whatever reason, seemed to occur after dark. He was just about to call his night when he felt that something wasn't right. He states, "Going upstairs to bed and felt scared all of a sudden. This really freaked me out." He wasn't sure what he saw that night, but if we take a better look, one could think that a creepy face is lurking out from the left lower corner in the other room. He was alone that night, so whatever this thing is, wasn't supposed to be there. Are we looking at a ghost here, or do you have a better explanation? Now let's check out another truly terrifying case that has been recorded by Mikaya Noel 98. And the following was documented in the house in which she lives with her family. Another hotspot for paranormal activity, it appears. Many members of her family have actually come across some pretty unusual events, as you will hear in a minute. Let's listen in to a little backstory to what had happened in her video.
So that's the dining room. I was walking into my parents' bedroom, right? Normal, okay? So obviously this is my sister, but when I was in here alone, I was walking out of the corner of my eye, I see something, so I turn and look, and it's a figure of a woman, and she's a little bit taller than Sophia, and it was just the top half of her, but she was like grayish white, and I could see completely through her, and all of a sudden she does this, and then she just takes off like a flash into the
So if we believe the reports, it seems that the spirit of a lady is roaming several rooms of this old house. She has been seen at different times during the day by different people, just running into the wall. What could be the meaning of this? What appears to be following might be one of these encounters that Mikaya could capture with her phone. And with that said, let's see the apparition. The hallway is so black that it is hard to make out at what exactly we are looking at here. But yes, a shadow seems to be running in the back. Why would anybody run in sheer darkness? What do you think? The following video was recorded by two young guys who were staying at a cabin close to the woods. It was found on Reddit, and apparently it is said that the guys heard some really odd noises from the outside, and it didn't sound like a bear or any kind of animal actually, which is the reason why they decided to check it out a bit further. And one of the men then starts documenting, while the other one makes it towards the noises. And maybe they came across an unexpected surprise. Let's take a look. What appears to be a tall creature is walking out of the woodworks towards the man. It has a disproportionate body, or does it? Some say they only can make out 2 very big legs and a head that is dangling on what appears to be a chest-like body part. I'm really interested in what you guys can see. Unfortunately, the clip ends abruptly, but the man fled this scene in fear. At least that's what the description said. Could it just be a costume, perhaps? Or did they come across a really creepy creature that night? Mysterious.
Now we want to check out video by Love Talia, who actually doesn't usually post paranormal stuff. It's mostly about dancing and short story times. However, this next clip in particular has really interested the paranormal community. It sounds intriguing. Oh, is that a jacket? Look, there's something jumping and then there's somebody behind her. Like, what is going on here? Oh, it's like just one frame. It's semi-transparent, not fully. Then right behind her, this thing. There's definitely somebody standing. And it would appear that compared to the upper body, look how short the legs are. Maybe that's just a weird effect in a super tall shadow figure. No. Well, if we believe the description, she has never captured anything paranormal. Which would mean that this would be the first time for her that there might have been something from another realm jumping into the frame and then manifesting right behind this girl. And now we want to check out one of the later videos of the Akira is missing case from the fourth wall. This apparently also is a haunted house that has some really creepy shadow encounters, and thankfully we have some proper subtitles. Let's dive in. Fourth wall always does an amazing job, by the way, so if you haven't yet, check out their profile. Alright, so as per usual, we have several CCTV cameras in this house. I'm actually not sure if I had seen this house before. I thought so. Alright, like many children do, right? Really? Oh, that's creepy. I wonder. So, an imaginary friend, perhaps, of the daughter of the family? They are smiling. I'm really intrigued how they found out that there was more going on, behind those drawings, that those are actually connected to what their daughter saw at the time. Yeah, it would be nice to know how that all happened. I would assume that at this point the house had been empty for quite some time, and now this investigator is checking it out. Okay. This is, I think, the missing person, or perhaps deceased. Okay, so she fell sick shortly after that. All by her own, I wonder. Okay, whatever that means. I mean, that sounds a little bit strange. Because I suppose that grandma is also dead, I was about to say. Oh, so maybe they have an altar room or something. You know, where... As if I think actually we have seen a video of this. And there has been some shadow encounters. So this is actually the house with this haunted doll. Okay, so I think the spirit is living in the doll, if I can put this together. At least that is what is believed. And in the past we had seen some really crazy stuff unfolding. Okay, no power. At least not in this room. Alright, some weird rustling noises. Could have been the wood? Oh! What was that? And is that a reflection of somebody? Wow, that was loud. Oh yeah, from 2009. What happened here? And now the following videos are from the girl? Or her CCTV camera more... Right, whatever that means. Ay. That is loud. Very interesting movement of that hook. I find it does not seem to be fishing line. You hear footsteps too. And now all hell broke loose that night, I suppose. In the demon room. So the altar room was the demon room? Yeah. Oh, look, there's a shadow moving in the closet, actually. Very transparent. So is that the spirit opening and closing the door? I think there was something else going on. Was that the wood? Huh. Yeah, we just saw that one. So, and we see orbs too. Now, there were certainly a few really weird occurrences in this video going on. This bright light from the outside almost appears like there was somebody standing, but I'm not sure if this is just not another awkward reflection. It could be. And also those footsteps, where did they come from? And then I feel that we actually saw an apparition in the closet. It's really hard to say, it's a little bit pixelated, but I feel this is possible.
The video we are going to look at was recorded by Kamiyara Orange, and she was frankly terrified after realizing what she might have captured in her room one night. She states that she was recording herself dancing in front of her closet in her family's home. The house is a bit older, but nothing out of the ordinary had been captured in the past there. So the following event was quite unique for her. Let's take a look at what she has captured that night. For whatever reason, there is a creepy looking figure of a woman standing in front of the clothes in the closet and staring at the camera, moving up and down. Whatever this person, or apparition for that matter, is, we don't know what it was doing there. And if it isn't just a hoax, could it be a deceased family member? Maybe a former owner? Or something completely different? Very mysterious. Jimmy has sent the next recording. Apparently it was shared by a concerned mother. She lives with her little daughter, and something seems to mess with the two every night. This is a recording of her night camera, as the entity seemed to be back for more mischief. The little kid told her mother that something pulled her legs that night. And if that's true, what was it? An uninvited entity? Or is the girl just imagining things? Alright, now we are following SAW Paranormal, who spent the night in the Conjuring house, and there's supposedly a lot of creepy stuff going on.
During this time, while we were getting our responses through the spirit box, Kante was being rapidly drained of energy. After this scene, he decided to nap out in the car and heard disturbing voices.
So dizzy. To the point, you guys. I was getting attacked. I don't know if you guys saw my live. Oh my god, no.
You.
Oh my god! Oh my god, did you guys...
It's moving. The door's moving.
There we go.
Oh my...
Shut the door. I don't think you can do it.
Some of you may have seen this amazing piece of evidence caught on our TikTok live. When we went back to watch what had closed the door on Alex, the evidence was chilling.
Holy sh**. And what's that? The
flux went
The went
Door
off
stopped
downstairs
moving?
now? Jesus Christ. Alright.
We're gonna point it out. There it is, there's the replay.
Jesus
Look at
Christ.
that.
Alright.
That thing is manifesting out of thin air. There's clearly nothing there, and the second
Holy sh**.
he moves the camera.
And what's that?
Look,
The flux went off downstairs now? Jesus
there
Christ.
it is. Wow,
Went off downstairs now?
this is
Jesus
incredible.
Christ. Alright.
I mean, I don't think this is the sway of the camera. I really think there is something there. Wow, I mean, we know there's a lot of stuff going on in that house, right?
Here is a screenshot from the video, and the next one is the same picture with the brightness.
Wow.
In this picture here, you can clearly make out a head, an arm, a leg, and even facial features.
We clearly see the silhouette. I'm not sure about the facial features, but...
I'm
Christ!
sure we've said this a few times, but this is by far the coolest and best evidence we have captured of the paranormal, and we're honestly still shocked that we actually got them.
Babe.
What? No, it didn't!
Yep.
That door was literally shut.
Did the door just open? I was about to say.
Stop.
Saying behind you. It's moving.
What?
That door just moved.
That door does not stay closed.
You know,
You
but
really
this
don't
door.
know
That door
Well, I suppose there is certainly something in the house following them around, isn't
was
there?
moving behind him though. That door literally, like, I watched it not making a noise.
This door is sliding on the
Just
ground.
closed that door
Yes.
and it reopened? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, no, but watch. I already did about this because this happened
This
to
is
me earlier.
madness.
So
I
unless,
didn't lock it though. We want to point out that during the walkthrough of the house, it was made very clear by the owners that the doors in the house don't just swing or creak open by themselves.
Open up that door?
No, it's scary. I'll out first, and I'll do it. During the whole investigation, we had a motion cam upstairs in the main bedroom,
Oh yeah, look at that. There's something on the left side.
and we honestly cannot explain this picture at all. It appears to be a very, very tall man, and you can definitely see a leg, an arm, and even the fingers on his hands. I think it's safe to say that the Conjuring House gave us more than we expected.
The next video was shared by a couple of friends who were exploring an old and dry water channel that hasn't been operated or been used in years. The group states that on the other side of the channel there is a patch of fig trees. A local legend tells about a mystical creature that supposedly is living in there. Being attracted by the creepy tales of this creature, they decided to check this area out. Thunder struck the skies at the time, but that didn't scare the young group off. Is it the mythical creature they were hoping to find? Pretty unusual to say the least. Maybe somebody pranked them this night. But maybe not. Maybe it is real.